Polyfiber is floating everywhere. It's in the air, it's in the soil, it's in the water. Some researchers have found placenta, the polyfiber is in the placenta. This is like a classic story from the Panchatantra, where a man is sitting at the wrong end of the branch and cutting it. He is going at it because he wants to be successful, but when he succeeds, he will fall. That's where we are. We are doing this kind of silly activity. When we succeed, we will fall.
Right.
Every one of us should structure our lives in such a way, what are we using today? Where will this go? This much consciousness. Whatever I'm using today, where will this go tomorrow? Where will it end up? What is its ultimate goal? Now, one important thing is, in India, as a nation, we have been a textile nation for hundreds of years or thousands of years. There was a time when we clothed entire Europe and Arabia. Literally 60% of the clothing was from India. Nobody made exquisite clothing like this on the planet, even today. Nobody can make something like what you're wearing, all right?
Right.
Nowhere else on the planet. Because these skills won't happen overnight. This is not something you can go to a textile course for 4 years and pick it up. This is something innately developed. In each region, they had all these different kinds of weaves, different kinds of dyes. With whatever local material, they came out with such exquisite weaves. Over 132 weaves, distinct weaves were there at the beginning of this century. Right now, almost 65 to 70 of them are near extinction. We are making some efforts in that, we'll talk about it later. But textile has been our way of doing things. We need to go back to that. This has been disturbed essentially during the British era, when they wanted to systematically break the Indian textile strength because they wanted to build Manchester, which they successfully did, okay? Now people are very proud to call Coimbatore the Manchester of India. I said, please don't do that, huh? Let them call Manchester Coimbatore of England because this is where the real weaving and spinning and everything, the cotton was, all right, textiles. This is the region in which it happened, and in every region there are unique ways. If we bring this back, even in reasonable context, if we develop the needed markets, if we revive the skills that are there, I'm telling you, in this country, easily it will employ anywhere between 200 to 300 million people within the next 5 to 6 years' time. Some efforts are being made by the textile industry, many policies have changed, we have also been working with them, but it's not enough if you want a revolution. Above all, for all this you need a market. That's why you are very important, that's one reason I'm talking to you, because we need a market. Market should be sensitive to aesthetics. Market should be sensitive to sustainability. Right now, they want to go to some shop and buy 10 nylon clothes. If they go shopping, nobody's buying one, because they buy 2 dozen like this. 1, 2, 3 they'll wear, after that it's got bored, and again by the time they can wear these 2 dozen, already they've shopped once again, all right? 85% of the clothing on the planet, within 1 year, goes to the landfills. 100 billion pieces of clothing is sold on the planet every year, 100 billion, all right? And 85 billion pieces of clothing go into the landfills every year, and most of it is polyester. One of the most dangerous form of pollution is polyfiber is floating everywhere. It's in the air, it's in the soil, it's in the water. Some researchers have found placenta, the polyfiber is in the placenta, that in your mother's womb, you catch it. Some of them are saying we don't know how to what extent these numbers are correct, but it is right, it's in the right direction. They are saying almost every human being has about enough plastic in them to manufacture like a credit card. You know, you have to pay. Someday, if you carry a credit card in your system, you keep paying, all right?